Good morning, everybody. My name is Lorin, and I am a licensed esthetician and skin coach here at Art of Skincare. And today we have a very fun live planned for you. We have the guest of the season, our special guest for today, Miss Meagan Ikomaye. This is MJ's mom. So if you have written in and taken advantage of one of our free skincare checkups, then it is likely that you have worked with MJ, or as her mother named her, Marjorie.
Yes.
So today we have planned just a really fun show where we are discussing age and what it means to us as individuals to age with grace. We're going to be focusing on healthy aging, and today is also taking a little bit of a look into our healthy skin coaching program, as that is what Miss Meagan here has been following, so to speak. And so we will be taking a look into her current routine and how we can potentially give a nice weekly boost to that. So, hello.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us.
I'm glad to be here.
We were talking before the live, and I was like, you gave just so much good information. Let's hold off on that. But I guess I just kind of want to start with just an open question of what does aging with grace mean to you?
For me, aging with grace means first embracing the fact that I am aging and being okay with that. And at the same time, it also means doing it well, in a sense that I appreciate my body and that I nurture my body and I take care of it, and that I feed it, and not just food, but I feed it mentally, emotionally, spiritually. I provide all of the things that are necessary for me to thrive and to thrive well.
Mm-hmm. I love that. And I think that kind of touches on, it was so funny because when you and I had briefly emailed yesterday, I was talking to another one of our clients, and she had mentioned something that I thought was quite profound, in that it is, oh gosh, of course I'm losing my words now, privilege. It is a privilege to age. And so she's enjoying this kind of metamorphosis that she's experiencing in her life right now, and in noticing some more grays coming to the surface. I have 7.
Well, I have many more than 7.
But I've been loving them come through, and I feel like there's thankfully a little bit of a shift in recent generations and recent years, and where we're really accepting that aging process and wanting ourselves to age, but gracefully. Just like you had said, you want to look like yourself, but better.
I think some of it was, there was a time when women spent so much time caring for others that we didn't have the opportunity to take care of ourselves, or we were told that it was selfish when we did take that time. And so we are able to now rediscover what self-care is and what that means. And if it means $100 face cream, if that's what I've done for myself, and if that's what I need to feed myself, why is that selfish? Because I might have spent that on someone else, but it's not bad to do that for myself. If it's a day at a spa, if it's a day resting and reading, it's okay for women to take care of themselves and to enjoy the season that they have in their body, and to make it last.
Absolutely. Now you have See, I'm trying to remember. MJ has an older brother and a younger brother.
Yes.
So you have 3 children, correct?
Yes.
And you also have 2 grandchildren?
No, I have 4.
You have 4 grandchildren.
2 girls, 2 boys.
Got my numbers wrong.
Yes.
Well, I just wanted to ask, was there ever a season in which you felt selfish for wanting to find these pockets of peace for yourself? Was that something that you had to kind of go through on your own, or has this been something inherent in you?
Yes and no.
Okay.
There was a season that I felt guilty, but it was because of external voices. But my internal voice kept saying, but you need this. And at the same time, there were other external voices that made it okay. You know how sometimes you need someone to give you permission to do what you know you need to do? There were other external voices that made it okay. And there were always older women in my life. And so I was able to have sages that would speak things and impart wisdom and make it okay for me to enjoy being Meagan and all of who she is when I was overweight, when I was going through different things as a woman, as I went through different transitions that we go through in our bodies, that they gave me a space to just rest in this is where I am right now. And if this is the best that I have, that's okay. Until I was able to move to a better phase where I could take care of myself in a better way, or have an understanding of I need to take care of myself better.
I love that. And prior to starting the live, we were talking about body care, right? Mm-hmm. And I've always found that as an esthetician, working with clients, I find that that's either the first area that that women will reach towards, or clients will reach towards, or it's like the very, very last area. But what is, and I suppose, was it Marjorie becoming an esthetician, or what really gave you that extra little push to get into not just self-care, because Meagan's always loved self-care,
yes,
but to get into the self-care of skincare?
That's a tricky question, because even as children, my mom always took us to the salon to get our hair done.
Okay.
As when we were big enough to get in the chair, we were at the salon every 2 weeks. And then when Margie and her siblings were younger, I became a massage therapist. Oh, and really? So I would practice on them.
Oh, they're lucky.
And so, and even as I started, I stopped doing it because body work requires a lot of energy from me. And if I'm depleted, I don't have anything to give to my clients. And so I knew I needed to no longer do that. And then when Margie became an esthetician, she opened up a new avenue for me to be able to say, well, you still, I had stopped getting my hair done because I got in a bad car accident. And so my neck was injured. And so I was afraid to put my neck in the bowl. Mm-hmm. And so Marjorie created a new avenue for me to be able to re-engage in how I took care of myself. And so she would tell me different products that I should use and why. And so she started educating me on things that I could do for my skin and for myself. And then it kind of started moving down from my face to the rest of my body. And I liked it. And it was like, well, this feels good. It's almost like when a woman gets her hair and her hands done or her feet done, or we get that new haircut or that new hair color, that sparkle that we feel. It was like when I listened to her, I felt that kind of sparkle about, oh, well, my face looks nice or my face feels nice. I feel good in my skin. That was more of what it was. I feel good. And I didn't want to stop because it might, for some people, that might be a small thing, but the small things are always the big things.
Of course. Feeling feeling good in your body is such an understated feeling. And this is not to compartmentalize, but just as women especially, having so many different perspectives on what you just should look like as a general, but also what you should age like, what you should aspire to be, is it's just so segmented. And so just to have that kind of divine feeling one day of, I feel good, feels great.
And it was nice that I had my own personal person that would say, she would, well, mom, well, try this. Well, mom, and so she was taking care of me. But as she was taking care of me, she was teaching me how to take care of me. And it was almost that reverse of how I took care of her and taught her to take care of her. Uh, it was almost like what things may look like down the road when if I'm no longer able to take care of myself. She gave me a glimpse of what that can look like now. Of As she took care of me to say, no, mom, you deserve better. You deserve more. You should have this. And again, another voice from the outside saying, it's not selfish to do this. It's okay. Go ahead. Enjoy this. And so it was nice.
How special that came from MJ, your own personal esthetician. Now, I we'll get to some skincare here in a moment, but I I'm laughing because yesterday I asked MJ, I was like, okay, so going live tomorrow with your mom. I was like, are any questions off limits? And she's like, yes, all of them.
I can hear her say that.
And I said, well, I promised not to ask what, top three most embarrassing moments were, but I suppose, since we're talking about the feeling of feeling good in ourselves,
Mhm.
um, there's no one better to have had perspective of watching MJ grow into the amazing woman that she is.
Mhm.
What do you have a favorite memory of seeing her really come into herself? She's such a
Uh,
networker. She has her hands in everything.
what I love most about seeing how Marjorie has evolved is how artistic she is. Um, the things that she creates are absolutely beautiful. Um, when she was in the process of becoming an esthetician, and they went through a phase where they were doing like costume makeup, and some of the things that she created, they were amazing. Um, but it's not just even that. She sews, she creates all kinds of things. Um, but even she'll take the time to face paint for a party for her nieces or her nephews. Or she'll take the time to dress up and create. When my oldest granddaughter turned 2, Margie replicated Princess Tiana from head to toe. She had the tiara, she had the gloves, she had the gown. John's friends did not know that it was his sister. They thought that he had hired an entertainer. That's how, and she couldn't find a Princess Tiana dress. She found a Tinkerbell dress and modified it because I don't think there's anything that's creative that she can't do.
I would agree
I
with that.
think if she was the one gave her an easel and said, go paint something, even though she's not painted before, she can paint. I think she can draw. Um, anything artistic she can do. She can sing. She can dance. Her love of all different kinds of music. But just to see the artist that she is, but at the same time, the same way that her brain functions in that artistic way, she can be kind of anal like her mom, the accountant. Um, and so she has that side of her that can be organized and can be structured, and so I like to see her flow back and forth between those sides. But she just amazes me with how she is Marjorie.
I would agree that we're all incredibly amazed by Marjorie. Um, Working with Art of Skincare and having such a small group of like-minded and in their own individual ways artistic individuals have such these creative minds that are always going is really unique. I mean, you came to the office,
Mm-hmm.
you know, today, and I feel that for the sheer amount of work that we do, that when you go to the website and you just see how beautiful it is,
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't feel like there's a total of 18 people.
No, it feels like it's a big um organization, feels like a corporation,
Right?
and it doesn't feel like family. It doesn't feel that you would feel family if you saw behind the curtain. It feels
Exactly.
like there's a big machine behind the curtain, but there's a family behind the curtain.
Right? And having MJ in has been so special because you can see when her wheels are turning.
Yes.
You can absolutely see it. And so it's so great because as such a small company and as such a small team, and I differentiate the two because there are company goals, right?
Mhm.
Which of course we all want to meet. But then there is the team that is Art of Skincare. And we've all talked about it in office before that you accidentally become friends
Mhm.
with your coworkers. Like there's really no getting around it. And it's just because one, of course, yes, there's so few of us, but two, it's because we all mesh so well.
Mhm.
And, you know, I want to say that's one of the things that when we do look for someone new to bring on, it's like, okay, well, you know, like, how do they add and blend with who we have on board? And MJ just came in and not, she didn't blend. She came and then she built. She has such amazing ideas. She
Mhm.
goes into these ideas for marketing. We talk about
Mhm.
videos that we could put together. She just actually put together a makeup tutorial
Okay.
last week. And so it's been such a privilege having her. And yeah, in any case, I'm going on a tangent, but I'm known for that.
Okay.
But so I want to talk about you and your skincare. So I was taking a look at your file, of course,
Mhm.
and MJ is really, so this is kind of unique because I had you fill out the healthy skin coaching like questionnaire so that I had a file for you, but it's really MJ that's put together this routine on your behalf.
Yes.
And so I can see that you have a really lovely streamlined neogenesis routine. It looks like just a lot of nourishment for your
Mhm.
skin. And then you have the skin brightening enzyme from Rhonda Allison. How
Yes.
frequently are you using that?
That's the little green one.
Yes.
Once a week.
Okay. And your skin is in great health. You have beautiful skin. Um, do you, and I only ask this because everyone's different, do you feel any type of activity when you put that on? Like any tingling, any itchiness, any heat?
Um, I have felt tingle before. Um, but not all the time.
Okay,
Not all the
good.
time because usually Sunday, if I'm going things that I have to do once a week, it happens Sunday, and so I usually do that on Sunday morning.
Okay.
I'm not as consistent with my nighttime regime as I'm supposed to be. Don't tell Marjorie.
Okay.
I'm not as consistent with my nighttime regime.
That's okay. And that's kind of where my mind was going. So I pulled so many things.
Okay.
But I was kind of going back and forth of, well, your skin is in such a healthy place.
Okay.
But I know that you don't necessarily have, like, I'm looking through and I didn't see like any primary concerns other than that you want to continue to help keep your skin in a nourished and happy place.
I did have a question that I forgot to ask you before we started.
Please.
Um, there's sometimes when I wear my hair natural, one of the products that I put on my hair, I put it on when my hair is still wet.
Okay.
And if I don't pull my hair back and my hair is on my face, I noticed that it can have a reaction to my skin can have a reaction. And so I try to pull it back because if I'm going to have an acne outbreak, it's if my hair has touched my face.
Mm-hmm.
And so, how do I deal with that? Other than pulling my hair back, because sometimes I don't want to pull my hair back. I want to
Yeah.
style it where I wear my hair down. But that it would be an issue for me
Yeah.
is that the hair care products are touching my face.
And that is such a common um occurrence, concern, for lack of better phrasing, um, is like, yeah, a lot of hair care products, especially if you have curly hair and you're
Mm-hmm.
trying to enhance those curls, um, they leave a cast on the hair,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what helps to maintain that curl pattern
Mm-hmm.
and keeps the longevity of that hairstyle. And so, as you've seen, the problem is that when it's regularly touching the skin, those comedogenic or those pore clogging ingredients in the hair care can cause an adverse reaction or some blemishes. So ultimately, I'd say, one, you're going to live your life, okay? So we're not necessarily, we're just looking for a little bit of a workaround.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say, if possible, it would be so in the evening, if you can be more consistent, or
Mm-hmm.
if you know that you're going to be styling your hair the next day and you want to wear it to where it's going to be touched, you're wearing it forward, right?
Mm-hmm.
Be really good about your nighttime routine so that you can wake up in the morning and have a more minimized routine.
Okay.
So then that way you're going to do your face last. And it's kind of a little bit of a reverse because for
Okay.
me, I always do my face first. I feel like a lot of us do. But you're going to do your hair first and then you
And
can
I
go
had
in
started
and
doing that.
cleanse. Yes.
Anytime I do have my hair, and especially if my hair is going to be wet,
Uh huh.
I do my face last because anything that might have dripped or touched, I know I want to wash it off.
Oh,
And so
absolutely.
that's why my face will be the last thing that I do, so that anything that has come onto my face from my hair, I want it off. I don't want it to sit there all day.
Exactly. So you're already doing the right thing.
Okay.
Honestly, yeah, that would be my only recommendation.
Okay.
And then, alternatively, there's always going to be the circumstance in which, maybe your hair is still a little bit damp before you can get around to washing your face because, time runs out. You got to get going. That's okay. We can take a look at maybe getting you on to a gentle mandelic. So you're using a lot of neogenesis right now.
Mm-hmm.
We can explore the option of like neogenesis mandelic acid, literally just as like a spot treatment of sorts,
Okay.
so that you're getting that natural antibacterial properties in those areas. But it's really lovely because mandelic acid has really wonderful natural brightening effects as well.
Okay.
That just helps to even tone.
Okay.
So, and the Neogenesis Mandelic is arguably one of the most gentle on the market. So it is an 8%, but it has other like really lovely skin loving hydrators in it as well. So you're not getting like a hearty dose of exfoliation or hearty acid. So that could be an option there as well. Yeah. I think that your weekly exfoliation right now is perfect. I think that if you're open to it, it introducing a device into your routine
Okay.
can be really nice. So I went back and forth with a few. I know that MJ would be really happy if I told you to use the Tri-Wave.
Okay. That's the square one,
That's
right?
yes, yeah. And so I feel like I'm tattletelling now, but she goes, well, see, the thing is, I want my mom to get a Tri-Wave because I know it's gonna be best for her, and I want what's best for my mom.
Okay.
But that also means that I have
Yes,
access to a
yes.
Tri-Wave.
That sounds like my daughter.
So
So she wants me to get a Tri-Wave for her. Got it.
you know, it's
We
a
want to share this.
communal
Yes.
Tri-Wave.
Got it.
Yes. Well, and I agree, but I seeing how your routine is so streamlined, I wanted to bring something on that you would be able to use from pretty much start to finish.
Okay.
So I had an idea in my head that we can demonstrate a weekly treatment. So this isn't going to
Okay.
be an exfoliation. It could be done, however, on the same day as your skin brightening enzyme. Because since I know that you've said you like to do, if you have to do something, like you're going to do it on Sunday. So this could be something you do on Sunday as well. But so this, and I brought the one from the office, and I brought mine from home. Mine has a smiley face on it.
Okay. No, I just need to see.
Yeah. So this is the MBK Wave.
Okay.
So the wave, I'm going to turn it on. So the wave has positive and negative ion technology,
Okay.
as well as sonic vibration, massage, and LED. It's magic.
Okay.
So the positive ion is what you can use when you're washing your face.
Okay.
And so you're going to get your cleanser all over, and then you're going to take this, hit it to, so we'll go right here. So we're going to go, let's actually start over. So on, and then we're going to go to, so shift is what brings it down. So mode, and then yeah, we're gonna increase that sonic. I like the sonic vibration on the highest. I just think it feels nice.
Okay.
And then we're gonna do ion plus. And that intensity doesn't feel like anything, okay? And then of course I like the massage. And then I love red LED. That's
Okay.
typically where I'm going to land. And then you're just gonna hit confirm.
So this is the same LED like they show in those new commercials when people have those masks on.
Yeah.
It's the same light, but it's just not a mask.
Exactly,
Okay.
exactly. What's really wonderful about this, and so this would be as if we were cleansing our skin right now.
Okay.
This is going to help to draw debris out of the skin
Oh,
to
that's
give you an
nice.
even deeper cleanse. So it is really nice because now let's see if we go back, we can, oh, let's go and turn that off. If we go back and we decide that we want to, and you just got my mind going with this when you were talking about your hair care products, right?
Okay.
Is that we can shift this to the green LED,
Okay.
which has been shown to reduce bacteria.
Oh, so that'll clear out the hair care
Exactly.
products. Okay.
So we have that positive ion on, hit confirm again. So we have that positive ion on, again, so you're getting that pool of those excess debris, but you're also getting that green LED so you can work that into the focus
Oh,
areas.
so this would be after the cleanser, after the red light?
You can choose the red light or the green light.
Oh, okay.
For your case, I'd say green light actually might be ideal for you, especially working in these areas. What's really lovely about this is that it has, I'm going to cover this, but it has an automatic timer for 15 minutes. You don't have to do it for the full 15. I find that I'll do my cleanse for about 3 minutes, and it's such a seemingly like, simple device. But when I find that our clients are consistent about using this, because you could use this every day, in your morning routine and in your evening routine. And when clients are consistent with it, you notice a difference in the skin almost immediately. I'm talking a few days after using it, morning and evening, morning and evening. Your skin just looks
Okay.
juicier.
Okay.
It looks better hydrated. It looks like you want to squish
Like a baby.
like a
Nice cheeks.
exactly.
Okay.
And so that's why I chose this device for our treatment today, was because I think that this could be a device that would fit into your daily routine and really build towards what you're looking for in terms of healthy aging and maintaining healthy skin. So we have that positive ion technology. So we're going to pretend like we washed our face with the cleanser. And then we have the negative ion technology. Now, negative ion, that is going to push products into the skin.
Okay.
So when we think plus, think pool. And then the negative is going to, I don't have something punny to throw in there, but negative is the opposite. That's going to push those ingredients in. So what we're looking for here is we're looking to drive in nourishment.
Okay.
So like your Neogenesis skin serum, that is absolutely something that you want to be working into the skin. Um, any like hardier acid, which I know you're not using, but let's say you know that we have a client that's using a retinol. We would prefer for them to wait until after they use the wave to apply that, just because we don't want to drive in those really, really exfoliating ingredients any
Okay.
further. But I love this because you can cleanse with this, you can tone with this, you can drive your serums in with this, and arguably you cannot overuse this.
Okay.
And the beauty of having the LED, like you mentioned, you know, you see other LEDs that are like more of the mask situations, is many of those get really warm to the
Mhm.
touch. And the problem is that while red LED is so healing and so anti-inflammatory, there are many individuals that are prone to heat-induced melasma or heat-induced hyperpigmentation. And so you're getting, yes,
So
all
you
of
can
these
get
wonderful
burned.
benefits, but
Okay.
you can get additional freckling,
Okay.
or additional hyperpigmentation. So the beauty with this is that you get all those benefits, but it doesn't heat.
Okay. I have a question.
Please.
So now I've been going for laser hair removal.
Okay.
How can I use this after a treatment? The green?
I would say, as a general rule of thumb, when it comes to anything, now laser hair removal, it's just right on the surface. But as a general rule of thumb, I like to wait 48 hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, once I'm finished with laser,
Hmm.
I will gonna go back for electrolysis
Okay.
because I have some gray hair.
Hmm.
Same thing, 48 hours.
Same thing.
Okay.
And so here's the thing is that I like to err on the side of caution. And so there could be varying degrees of like maybe like Celine or Gina being like having a different opinion. Maybe they'd want to wait a little bit longer. Maybe they feel like you go into it right away. So if you guys have different opinions, let me know in the comments. But ultimately, in my mind, I just think let the skin rest.
Okay.
Give it a moment of breath, and then you can go back into those treatments directly after. And again, that's just really to err on the side of caution, making sure that we're not taking away more than we're able to give back.
Okay.
Because after doing laser or electrolysis, your skin is in this healing
Yes,
process.
because you can see where the treatment has,
Hmm.
and you can it's kind of swollen in those spaces,
Hmm.
and so I know that I have to be nice to my
Exactly.
skin after the treatment.
Mhm.
Um, and so I didn't know how nourishing this could be,
Yeah.
if it was something that could kind of soothe it, or if it was something that it was like, well, no, just be nice.
Yeah. So, with what you have on hand, so you have Neogenesis skin serum on hand. I would say, arguably, sorry, I just reminded myself, arguably, yeah, day after you can go in. I would say, maybe for argument's sake, skip the cleansing mode with this, but then you can go directly into that ion negative and drive in that skin serum because all you're doing is pushing forward those stem cell cytokines, which is helping your skin's natural healing process, anyways.
Okay, then I have another question.
Okay.
Um, a scarf. if I have a scar from a surgery,
Mm-hmm.
and I was using the Rhonda Allison, the
Arnica?
yes, I have that, and then there's another one with the green, um, um,
Wound relief.
one has a C stem cell. I took a picture of my phone, but I can't see it. But it was two of them. The little um, can I use this on to put those serums into my arms?
Yeah.
Because one looks like a lotion,
Okay.
and one looks like a gel. And so I
So,
put the gel on first,
mm-hmm.
and then I put on the lotion. I could use that on there.
You can. So I would say yes to gel, and that is a fantastic question. Because yes, I would say yes to the gel, no to the lotion. Not that it would cause any harm. But so what you're looking for here is proper conductivity.
Okay.
And it's only going to conduct with a water base.
Okay.
So gel works perfectly. But
Okay.
when we're with lotion, it again won't do any harm, but I don't think it'll fully penetrate.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I noticed that because I'm going to get some more of the gel and the lotion because I use it on my arms, and it is very soothing. That was when I did a chat in. I wasn't supposed to, but I did it. And if that was like the most amazing thing, it soothed and it was just calming. It was
Yeah.
just like they was like, where's you been keeping this, and why haven't we had any of this? And so my arms miss it, and so and now to know that I can use this to drive in the product,
Yes.
it would soothe it even more and kind of settle it down.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah,
Yeah.
I like this magic wand.
Well, if you're open to it, we can do a treatment right now.
Yes.
Okay. So I figure we'll just kind of do it at the same time.
Okay.
But I'm going to actually have you go through the motions yourself. Um, and then yeah, we can do this. So first and foremost, here is an Art of Skincare Tassie. Okay. So we're gonna take this. Okay. And then you see the front right here?
Mm-hmm.
And then you're just gonna whoop. Look at
Okay.
you. You're a pro. And see, I love this because you see how it has like this little pocket back here?
Yes. Your
Yeah.
hair's much longer than mine. Do I need to use the pocket?
No, not at all.
Okay.
I just like it.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay.
Looking good.
I'm covered.
Okay, and so I
Okay.
have a little mirror here for you. But so what I want to do first, because we're going to be utilizing each step or everything that we can be doing
I
here.
think that's the toner I use.
Yeah, the Brightening Pigment Tonic.
Yes.
Yeah. So what's really neat is that with the wave, this little piece comes off just like that.
Okay.
And so for anyone watching, just because this is such a common question that we get in customer service, if you just purchased a wave and you can't find your silicone ring, it is in the little container with the goggles. That is such a common question that we get. So I just wanted to throw that out there. So, okay. So go ahead and you removed yours.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. So now I'm going to give you this.
Okay.
And we're going to get that nice and soaked. Maybe 1, 2, 3. I overdid it a little bit, but it's okay. Okay, and now you're going to set this just right on over.
Oh.
Right? And then take the ring,
Well,
and that will hold it in place.
Special. Okay, let's see.
There you go. Okay, so remember, we're going to use Ion Plus because we want to pool. So we're going to hit the on button. Okay. And then we're going to go to mode. And then now we see that sonic blinking.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to hit shift and go all the way over. Boop, boop, boop. Keep going. Beautiful. Hit mode again. And then shift until you see 4 of those circles. 5. Yeah, we could do that too.
Okay.
And then we'll go down to massage. So click mode 2 times. and then just click massage once, and then photon.
Okay, photon. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And then go ahead and hit shift. Perfect. And then let's hit confirm, that CFM button.
Okay.
There we go. Let's do it. Feels nice.
And I use this every day.
You use this every day.
I like this too.
Right?
Mhm.
I feel like it gives that satisfaction of, do you remember like those little facial massage brushes that got really
Yeah.
popular in the early 2000s? So I feel like it gives that same, especially when you do the toning pad, I feel like it gives that same satisfaction of like really wanting to feel clean,
But I
right?
usually, after I do my cleanser, I
Hmm.
feel like that's what my face feels like.
Good, good. And this takes it even a step further. I feel like, especially with our oily skinned clients, um, we have clients that really just want that sensation of just like, ah, like
Yeah, it
really
feels
deeply
it's kind of
clean.
like what tea tree feels like to your hair.
Yeah, absolutely. And so this can give you that satisfaction without that abrasiveness of that brush. And because you're switching out the toner pads after each use, you're not risking that buildup of bacteria. So I like to get into the
And I was
nose.
gonna dig out the silicone one I had, but that was one of my concerns. But it's like, but I gotta clean that thing.
And see, here you go. This. All right. And look at that.
I gotta see. I
Yeah.
have old.
Do you want to go ahead and
Look,
turn this off?
like I have old lady eyes.
But see, look,
Yeah,
even yours pulled some debris.
yeah.
I think mine got a couple blackheads.
All that.
It definitely can. So I will be in full transparency. I'm due for my exfoliation. So that's probably why. But look at that. You see those little few? I think it got a couple sebaceous filaments right there. Well, that's nifty.
Wow, this is neat. I wouldn't have thought that would, that
It
this would
gives a really
do
nice
that.
deep cleanse. I don't have any makeup on my skin today, knowing that we were doing this, but that's really exciting.
And it makes
Beautiful.
me feel nice knowing that I will have a clean face.
Right? That perfectly clean face.
Yes.
So now we're going to do the ion negative. And I'm going to want to get that set up here in a second before
Hmm.
we put our masks on, just because you won't have access to your glasses at that point.
Okay.
So this here is really just such a treat. So we have several sheet masks to choose from.
Okay.
I have personal favorites. This is definitely one of them. So if you feel, this has a full fluid ounce of product in it.
Yeah, it feels like it.
Like there's a lot in here. So knowing that you can get knowing that you have so much here, and knowing that you can do this treatment
On
several
top of
times a
this.
week, yeah. What I like to do is we're going to use this sheet mask, but then after we're done, we're going to carefully fold it back and put it in. And then so long as, and you're just going to fold it right on over, and so long as you keep it in the fridge and use it before the week's end, you
Wow,
get
you
a
can.
reuse.
Wow.
Or alternatively, with all of that extra serum, especially when you're at home, if you just want to make this a genuine once weekly treatment, you can get a little towel and you could take that serum, extra serum, put it all over, and then use
Oh,
your wave to drive that in.
nice.
So I just wanted to mention, because it is going to feel a little bit wet when we first pull it out. So
You can do it all under here.
all under there, absolutely. So we could go ahead and just open that up, and then we're gonna get our waves started before we put our masks on.
Okay.
Perfect. So we're gonna go back to the on button.
Okay.
We're gonna hit mode, and then same thing. I just like the Sonic all the way up,
Mm-hmm.
and then we're gonna click until we get to ion negative. Click that all the way. Yes to massage, and then that photon. And then perfect, and then we'll hit confirm. Okay, we'll let those go, and then we'll put on our masks. I did not entirely think this through when I was setting us up. So let's see if I,
because they're gonna be wet.
a little bit wet. So here you can kind of like drag. There you go. Perfect. Okay, so I'll take yours.
Oh, this is special.
Right, and you can see those little gold flakes. Okay, so if you find, perfect, there we go. And then it's just gonna open right on up.
I've never done one of these before.
You've never done a sheet mask? Oh my gosh. Okay, and then you see how it opens up just like so?
Yes, like Jason.
Like Jason.
I'm sorry. I wasn't supposed to say that.
It's okay, you say whatever you want to say. Okay, now you'll just have to take off your glasses. Okay, we're both gonna look silly together. Okay, you ready?
Do I
You
have
feel
it
like
on
you
right?
look good?
Oh, I don't have this on right at all.
Let's see. No, you're fine. There you go. And then look.
Oh, okay.
Mm-mm. And then here we go.
How come yours seems like it fits better?
Practice. You know, my husband makes fun of me every time I put on a sheet mask. Like every single time.
My husband will probably just look at me like, "What are you doing?"
But yeah, see, we're just gonna work this in. And you can do this at home for the full 15 minutes. But see how I have like excess on my hands here? I can go down like this and then work it here too. Okay, I'm gonna turn mine off. And so when you're at home, you can do that for a full 15 minutes. Here we go. And then just go ahead, fold it back up.
So you can do Halloween 2 times.
Exactly. Halloween part 2.
Halloween 2 times, the sequel.
Jason's Revenge.
I'm gonna get in so much trouble.
Oh, you're not the one that's gonna get in trouble. That's me.
Mom, I told you.
Oh, she knows who she's dealing with. See?
So now what do we do with this?
So, see, now with this,
Well, see, now your face doesn't look as juicy as my face.
because my skin needed that. My skin's feeling a little dry. See, look at you. You're absolutely glowing.
Is that what this is? This is what the glow is?
You're pre-glow.
We're redefining what a glow is.
She's like,
My
I
skin
look
to
wet.
glow. Like, oh, I thought that was wet. We're redefining what glow
We're
means.
redefining
America.
glow. You're in the pre-glow stage. So see, if we still had our waves on, we could take this a bit further and do this in. But for now, let's just go ahead and gently work this into our skin.
Okay. Let's see.
But because you have so much slip left over, you can use your wave for this. But see, I just wanted to move on to the next step, which is going to be Caviplla.
Yeah,
There's so much serum on this thing. I love
there's
it.
no way to rub this into my face.
You're fine.
I don't think that's ever gonna go.
And see, that's the beauty is, and you still have so much serum left in here.
Oh God.
You have a multitude of
For
treatments.
6 months.
I can do it for 6 hours later.
She's still rubbing. This is
She's
SNL.
still rubbing.
This is SNL. I'm sorry.
Remember that time that Meagan joined us on Art of Skincare? She just rubbed her face for
She's up
6
there.
hours.
She's still.
She's much past it. She never left the couch.
Yes. And then we could send this to the ghost and the couch gone rotten.
Okay, think we're almost there. We're just about there. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing
Okay.
with.
Can I get something?
Yes, you can. See, if you were at home, you would be able to just wipe that all
Yeah, if I
over.
was at home, I would probably do this in a tank top or something like that.
Yeah,
So that way I could have access to more of my skin.
exactly.
And then I would just let it be what it is.
Let it be. Well, and so next we're gonna use Caviplla. So if I was able to add anything. No, don't wipe it off.
Oh,
That's
oh,
liquid gold.
oh. Okay. I'm going to the grocery store. So they say I have gold on my face. A
It's
little
okay. I
dab.
promise. It'll dissipate.
Okay.
Okay. Trust the process, Meagan.
Okay. 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 I'm good. I'm ready.
MJ, your mom is a defiant guest.
Okay. I'm better. I'm better.
Okay, so we're gonna do the same thing and get the wave started ahead of time.
Okay. So what?
So now, and then we're gonna use Caviplla. Because you're on such a good routine, if I were to choose just like one thing to add, that's a product, it would be Caviplla. So this has polylactic acid in it and
Okay.
volufiline. Volufiline acts like topical filler without actually having any
When you say
injectable.
topical filler, so you
Mm,
mean like when people go and they say, I want to get my lips plumped or my cheeks
mm-hmm.
plumped or
It gives you
okay.
that instant gratification, but without having any invasive
Okay.
treatments. And it's instant gratification with buildable results as well. So,
Okay.
very big fan of it.
So as Margie says, oh mom, you have fat loss. This is to give the illusion that I don't have fat loss.
So, if I don't think that you have fat pad loss necessarily, but
But this would give the illusion that I
this would
don't.
definitely give you a plump to the skin.
Okay.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, let's go ahead and turn our waves back on. We're going to go on and then mode. Then, do you remember?
Oh, wait, which mode are we doing? The plus or the minus? We're
Mm,
doing the negative because we're going
mm.
in.
Look at you.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Perfect.
Okay, massage, yes, we want that.
We want massage.
Okay, and then we want to go to um
We can do red.
photon.
Yeah, and then confirm.
Oh, how did I get to the red?
You did.
No, but I mean, why? How did I make it go red and not green? What did I do?
Oh, you hit shift. Do you want it to do green instead?
No, I'm going with the red now. We're red.
All right, we're red. Go ahead
Okay.
and get confirm.
Okay.
There we go. Okay, so now we can set those down for a second. And I'm going to show you how much I apply, and then you
Okay.
can kind of mirror me. All right, so you see I did 3.
Okay, so I'm gonna put that much.
Yep. And then
This much or more?
a little bit more.
Okay, that's enough.
That's enough.
Okay.
And then we're going to put that all over.
Take the glasses off.
And then I don't think I washed
So
my skin quite
when
well
you
enough.
start on your face, where do you usually start?
Right there. Ooh, and then so go ahead and stop real quick. You see how it's frothing?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Okay, so this is a good lesson, right? And so you can just start using it to work in. Okay, so this is a great example of what I did wrong, right? So you could clearly see Lauren's not frothing. Meagan got a little bit of a froth. And as I mentioned a little earlier in the live, if anyone heard, is that I am due for exfoliation. If your skin is not properly exfoliated and cleansed well enough, your Caviplla will not foam. And so that's kind of where I came to. Meagan got a little bit of a froth on hers, but again, I think we could have done a better cleanse. We just decided to keep the cleanse off screen for everyone's viewing sake. But when you are using your wave or your Skin Wand Pro or your Time Master Pro, you want to make sure that that Caviplla froths onto the skin. You get a nice foam from it. Then you're going to work that into the skin with whatever device you're using. So again, that could be the Time Master Pro, the Wave that we're using today, or the Skin Wand Pro, just for things that directly come to mind. But you definitely want to get a froth. That is what's going to ensure that that Caviplla is really working for you. So I'm an esthetician, but I'm only human. How's it feeling? Do you still feel like you have a lot of slip to go with it?
I do.
Nice.
I like the way it feels on the red. I don't remember feeling warm on the green. Did it feel warm on the green to you?
So so this 24 karat gold actually has a lot of stimulating ingredients in it. So that warmth that you're feeling, because I
Mm-hmm.
feel it too, that's actually not from the wave. That's residual ingredients left over from the
Oh,
24 karat. And because we're driving it in even further, we're getting a little bit of that activity. So I'm looking, and my cheeks are always a bit pink, but I'm definitely feeling a little bit of rosiness in this area as well. So,
Oh, that feels nice.
right?
That's really nice.
And see, your skin is just loving these ingredients. You could do a full 15-minute treatment.
My husband likes it when I do my face. He says, "Oh, your face looks so nice." I said, "I washed it." I do. I said, "I washed it," because he knows. Um, I follow Marjorie's instructions, and so when I say I washed it, he knows that means I used the products that Margie has instructed me to use.
Good job, MJ.
I have a question.
Please.
Eye treatments. How
Yes.
do we know when we need one and what we need to be using?
So, how you know when you need one is, well, if you start to develop any eye area concerns, really. So, I'm 30. I turned 31 in April. And admittedly, I was really never the best about eye care. I've always just kind of brought my products up to my eyes, non-active products, just up to my eyes. And that's always been enough for me. Now, recently, or in the past year, I have noticed that, especially on this side, I have this fine line that I feel is becoming more permanent, but it's because I'm a side sleeper and
Okay.
like a hardy side sleeper. So for me, I'm concerned about fine lines. Fine lines are typically attributed to dehydration, especially when we're talking about premature fine lines. So I just put more emphasis on a hydrating eye serum or an eye cream. And so that's what I've been using, and I've been satisfied with seeing how my eyes are responding. So as far as when to include one in is really entirely up to you. I have clients in their 20s that are doing a 10-step routine, and then I have clients in my 60s or in their 60s that, just want like a nice little 3 or 4 step routine. So I would say ultimately it's really up to the individual and based on the individual's concerns. So it's like for you, I'm looking at your eyes. Your eyes look healthy.
Okay.
You have beautiful eyes. I see maybe just a couple of fine lines in this area, but again, as we were talking about earlier, I don't feel that your skin's dry, but I am noticing a little bit of dehydration in your skin. That could just be seasonal. So ultimately, it's just let's get some nice hydration there. So I actually brought a couple options today. So
Oh, well, while you're getting those,
yeah.
the question that I asked earlier that you told me to ask during the live
Oh
was
yeah.
about water filtration because like I
Yes.
said, I noticed the difference in my hair, and so I wanted to know about how it may be impacting skin.
Yes. So this is something that I haven't played with myself. But we do have clients that have switched out their water filters, or sorry, their shower filters and their sink filters, and have noticed a almost instant reflection in like the itchiness and dryness of their skin, and that their skin just feels a lot more satiated in that way. And then yes, same thing just with like overall hair health. Celine was mentioning that she just got a, I think for lack of better phrasing, just like an off-brand
Mm-hmm.
of one just online for her shower, and that she noticed a difference in her hair. But ultimately, I mean, yeah, water quality varies city by city, county by county, state by state. And if it's one of those things where you feel like you have harsher water, harder water, that it's not going to harm you by any
Okay.
means to get a filtration. It's definitely been something that I have considered. And I really don't I don't have an excuse. I don't know why I haven't acted on it. I have some scalp eczema, and so that's been a curiosity of mine is like, okay, well, is that one small change something that will actually make a difference in my
Because
scalp?
I've been considering, it's like, okay, well, how am I thinking about how the water is impacting me overall? Because the other thing that we don't understand consider is what is else is in the water. Being
Mhm.
married to a chemist, I understand everything that's in the water is not always just the water and the additives that they add. There's other things that leaches into the water that we're experiencing. So I'm thinking about getting a filter.
Okay. Well then,
Yeah.
let me know. I'll let you know when I get mine.
Sounds good.
Beautiful. Let's see here. Oops, excuse me. Okay, so there's two things that I wanted you to feel
Okay.
and kind of choose yourself. So the first is going to be two moisturizers. So we're going to start with the moisturizer. So the one that I ultimately thought to choose for you was the vitamin C cream from GlyMed. Of course, you're going to get
Okay.
those really wonderful natural antioxidants.
Okay.
It has a really lovely feel to it, and it's healing and provides some natural brightening effects. And then we have the age delay cream. So the age delay cream is packed with peptides. This is kind of like your healthy aging moisturizer. But, so I'm going to let you feel the two. Just kind of decide which one feels better to you and which one you want to wear today.
So if I'm going to incorporate one into my skincare routine,
Mhm.
I would be swapping out my Neogenesis moisturizer for whichever one of these I like.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I figure you've been on your Neo routine for a while now. And if you were wanting to, there's no harm in staying with what you're using. But if you were wanting to switch to a new moisturizer, either of these could be great options.
It's the lighter one
Uh-huh.
during summer months or during other parts of the year. And when it's colder and harsher outside, this one.
Okay.
Because that's when my face seems to feel the driest and have more chafing
Mm-hmm.
is in the winter time. So I would probably want the heavier one now.
All right. Well, there we go. Let's go ahead and apply. And then I just noticed the time. Thanks, guys, for sticking with us. We've just been here having a really fun discussion. I feel like it's almost giving like the same vibes as like going to your friend's house for a sleepover and doing skincare. So let's go ahead and apply. And then I know that, excuse me, I know that you don't care for tinted SPFs.
Okay. Okay. I said I was open.
So here's the thing. I brought you options though. I brought you options because, so here's the thing, as I feel like tinted SPF
Mm-hmm.
can get this rep of like, well, if it's tinted, then it's going to be like foundation on my skin.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not necessarily the case. A lot of tinted moisturizers, at least that we carry, are very, very light. They don't have to have like that full coverage the way that makeup would. So I was just going to try this on the back of your hand. This is actually one that MJ really likes. She told you to. So here, I'm going to just put a little bit. Oop, a little bit goes a very long way. So there we go.
And this would be my sunscreen. This
And
would be
this
the
would be your
last thing that I
sunscreen.
would use for the day.
And see, it's not like makeup necessarily. It just gives
Is
you
it
a
like
little
a
bit of
BB
color.
cream?
I would say lighter than a BB cream. BB creams can
See,
be a
I've
little
never
bit
used
heavy.
BB cream either before.
So you just want no
No,
tint.
no, I'm just saying I've never tried it, so that's why
Okay.
I'm saying I don't know.
Okay.
And so this is my first time even feeling it
Yeah.
to even get a sense of it, and it doesn't feel like a makeup, and but it will get on my clothes.
It
Yes,
can get on your clothes. If you're wearing like a white, if you're wearing like white.
so I can always do my plain if I'm wearing something white or
Mm-hmm.
clear
Mm-hmm.
or
So that
let's
is a
try it.
possibility. So there's that one, but then I wanted you to try this one as well. So this one is a little bit more of like a rosy gold. So it's more so giving you kind of like a sun-kissed, like,
So is it more like that farmhouse fresh bronze kind of that that oil that you guys have?
Not bronze fox. But I would say that yeah, maybe it has some of that kind of like illumination that like
Yes, I
illuminating
like
dust
that.
has. You like that?
Yes.
Okay. So let's see here. And that worked into your skin beautifully. So
Is this a 50? Are those both SPF
this
50?
is an SPF 35. This is Kinfield. This is an SPF 40 from Is Clinical. The beauty of Extreme Protect is that this is like if you're wanting more of a minimal step during the day, this can be your moisturizer and your SPF. So this is a moisturizing SPF and it has, as the name suggests, an ingredient that's called extremozymes, which are enzymes that are derived from plants that not only survive, but thrive in really, really harsh conditions.
Okay.
So this works on the skin as a treatment to not only protect, but mildly correct as well. And we like to say that it's like it wraps your skin, it wraps your DNA in bubble wrap
Okay.
to protect you. So this one here is a really hardy treatment. This one is just a really fun luminizing SPF. It is an SPF 35. And then I have a couple
You
others,
said
but
that one is a 45?
this one's a 40 and this one's a
40.
35.
Okay.
But so I think I'm gonna go with Kinfield today. Which
Okay.
one do you think?
Um,
This one?
yeah.
All right.
I thought you guys had a tinted 50.
Tinted 50.
It's
Tinted
in my
50.
shopping cart.
It's in your shopping
It's
cart.
in my shopping
A
cart.
tinted
Or either on my
50.
wish list. If it's not in my wish list, on my shopping cart, it's definitely in my wish list.
What would our SPF 50 be, Ben?
And it was tinted.
I'm just flying by the seat of my pants.
Tinted dewdrops.
Tinted dewdrops. Oh, Marjorie loves those.
That's the one.
I didn't think to bring dewdrops actually. That's silly of me.
And I think it had 3 or 4 colors that
It does. You would be a tint 3.
There's also an Ice Clinical Eclipse. That's SPF 50.
Eclipse
It was
is
the
50,
dewdrop.
that's right.
It was I think it was the dewdrops because whatever it was, she told me she has it.
Yep. That's it. There, you're gonna have to be my mirror. Did I rub it all in?
Yeah, you look good.
You look good.
I think I still need to rub more. Now, the days that I'm not going outside, I don't put on SPF at all.
Okay.
Because some days I just hibernate and do homework. But when I know I'm going out for no matter when I'm going to be going or how long I'm going to go, I always try to put on the sunscreen on those days.
Good. Well, and see with this, when it comes to tints, if I feel like I need to do a little bit more broken, I just kind of do like a tap.
Oh, okay.
And this is a mineral SPF. So it's one that especially with your deep skin tone, it will soak in. Let's see. It looks lovely on you. I like it. You have a few little gold flecks on your lips too. How do you feel?
I feel
The silence is deafening.
I feel pretty. That song from the movie Anger Management, I feel pretty is what actually went through my mind. And I was like, I cannot do that. But anger management went through my mind.
Now we're going to be picturing Jack Nicholson just running.
I feel pretty. So that's how I feel.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, this is nice.
Feel
It
good?
matches my dress.
It does match your dress. We'll send you home with an AOS Tassie today. Beautiful. Okay,
My skin does not feel dry. It feels
good.
like I put some love on it. That's what it feels like. It feels like I loved on my face.
That's how skincare should feel. I think that that's the most important is that your skincare, the best skincare, should be the skincare that you're excited to do. It should be skincare that makes you feel good. And it should be something that you're looking forward to. That's your little pocket of peace. That's your you time. And it's your you time that has both in the now and long-term benefits.
Yes.
And that's the beauty of a good routine that is designed for you. And you got the best skin coach out there. That's your daughter.
I do. I do.
Right?
Yeah.
So I suppose for summation, for all of you or any of you that are still watching now, Meagan here has been on a really wonderful neogenesis routine that was put together by her daughter MJ, our skin coach. And so we were really just looking for a way to elevate that and to give her a nice weekly treatment. So we brought in the Wave. I think that was a success.
Yes.
Loving the Wave, and then I think that a weekly sheet mask or Jason mask
Okay.
works really well also, and then getting you on a new SPF. So yeah, I think Kinfield, or we'll try out the dewdrops when we get back to the studio too. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Feel good?
I do. This was absolutely wonderful. I loved it.
Good. Thank you so much for
Yeah. Thank you.
joining. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you had a fun time. Please join us Thursday morning for our next show. Have a good day.
Bye bye.